Hello friends, welcome back to Cosmopolitan Cornbread. Before we get into today's video, I wanted to just take a minute to let everyone know, in case they didn't see my announcement, that for the next few weeks I'm going to be pulling back just a little bit on my content creation. Originally I had said I would be doing videos on Monday and Thursday and then my live chat on Saturday. However, I decided to just make that Monday and Friday so as to not deviate too far from the norm. You know, this time of year, I always find myself having the urge to purge, to simplify my life, to bring order to what always seems to get a little bit chaotic, whether it's the use of my time or the things in my house. Now, I don't do New Year's resolutions or anything like that, but I do find that the beginning of winter, the turning of the year, is a great time of reflection. Looking back on what you've accomplished, what new goals might be. And you know, I always come back to simplifying life. The urge to purge. I go over my work schedule. I go over the things that I'm doing. What can I do better this coming year? Often doing that really gets me motivated to do more things in a better way. But part of that urge to purge is literally purging my house. Getting rid of all of the things that I just really don't need. And I think it's because you're sitting in the house, you're stuck inside for winter, and you're looking at everything that's in there and seeing all the things that you just don't need. Like, why do I need 4 jar lifters for canning? I don't. And so I turn on some YouTube. I've got Whippoorwill Holler going here as I'm putting together some boxes and going through all of the contents of my kitchen. What do I need? What can I donate? Do I really need all these dishes? Do I really need all these utensils, all these things? And it often starts with my kitchen and ends up spreading to the rest of the house. My wardrobe, my belongings, the knickknacks, the doodads, all the things that we just seem to acquire in life. And I find this especially important since we do live in a smaller home now. Smaller than we had in Alabama, which that was the smallest house we had lived in a very long time as it was. But before we go any further, I want to remind you of a giveaway that is taking place on my website right now. It is the grand finale of the Bible giveaways for 2024 that I started doing back in January. And I thought we would go out with a bang. If you would like to enter, head over to my website, cosmopolitancornbread.com, and you will see the finale giveaway posted there. Scroll down to the comment section and just leave a comment to enter. So the other day I came into the kitchen and I made a variation of a recipe that I've been making for years. I'm pretty sure I even have it on video somewhere on my channel. I'll put a link down below if I can find that. But the original recipe was called a bacon cheeseburger roll-up. But I decided to get a little creative this time around and make the recipe as calzones instead. It starts off with some simple pizza dough. I just go ahead and mix that up, let it rest and rise for about an hour. And while it's doing that, I go ahead and I prepare the filling ingredients. Oh, I also wanted to mention I recently found these little cord holder devices. They just peel and stick onto your appliance and they hold the cord. They are so handy. I'll put a link below if you want to get some yourself. They come in black and white. So for the filling, I'm just cooking up a pound of ground beef. And as soon as I break it up here, I'll add in my diced onion that you can see on the cutting board. And this time around, I'm just omitting the bacon because I didn't have any that was ready for me to cook at the time. But normally I would cook that up separately and add a little bit into the filling, and I would save some to sprinkle on top. So I divided the pizza dough into 6 portions and I'm just rolling them out into kind of a circle shape with my little helper here. And these are going to be cheeseburger calzones, so I'm just going to include everything that I would for a cheeseburger. The ground beef and onion that I seasoned with some salt and pepper and a little bit of my all-purpose seasoning. We're going to add in some shredded cheddar cheese. And then whatever you like on a cheeseburger. Some ketchup, some mustard, some pickle relish. You could also make a Tex-Mex version using some salsa, put some chili powder in the ground beef when you cook it, use some pepper jack cheese, things like that. You can really play around with this. So I fold over the dough and I seal the pouch, give it a brush with some egg wash, and then I take a sharp knife and I cut a couple slits in the top of it to allow the steam to release so that it doesn't pop open when it bakes. Top with some more shredded cheese, and then into the oven. I'll put a link to the original recipe on my website, cosmopolitancornbread.com, and you can find over 800 recipes there. And here's what it looks like when they're done. These baked for about 25 minutes. I made this recipe once when we lived in Alaska to take along on a fishing trip out on a frozen lake going ice fishing. That was quite the experience. We just wrapped up the calzones in foil and heated them on the wood-burning stove that was inside there. Don't forget to check out the giveaway and enter if you wish. Thanks for joining me here again at the Mountain Homestead. My name is Constance from Cosmopolitan Cornbread, and I'll talk to y'all next time.